So what I would like to do now is welcome up our first state candidate, candidate for Secretary of State, Mr. Marcell Strbich.
Hi, everybody. Good evening. Thank you for having us here today. My name is Marcell Strbich. I'm a retired 20-year senior Air Force intel officer. I'm running for the first time. I'm not a career politician. I'm a political outsider. I'm in this race because we have some issues that we have to address when it comes to fraud in our state. That includes the business registrations that we're seeing around Columbus. I want to talk to you for just a few moments on what I would do as a Secretary of State for that. And I also want to talk to you about my platform when it comes to election integrity. First and foremost, there's a 6-step plan that I want to enact. I want to streamline voting. Streamline voting means get back to same-day in-person voting. And I want to tighten the mail-in absentee ballots so that we're not defrauded by third-party voter registration groups. We have influence of third-party groups that have become involved in the elections, particularly in our cities, and we have evidence that that has taken a form of fraud and that we have not yet dutifully done what we need to do in that regard. We also have to be able to fortify our ballots. We have ballots being put in drop boxes. We have ballots being gathered in elder facilities. It's a thing, folks, and it's not just in Ohio, it's across the country. So I want to work with and have worked with President Trump's administration the last 3 years. I've worked with legislators from the outside as a volunteer, unpaid. I'm not seeking this job for a career. I'm seeking this job for a cause. This is not about rhetoric. Some people you'll hear running in this race are simply running because they're term limited. They wanted to be the governor or the lieutenant governor, and it didn't work out for them. We've had enough of musical chair rotations, and I've got the courage to take this job on. I've got the organizational leadership experience, and I've worked at the Pentagon for the vice chairman. I was in charge of a $25 billion modernization information systems program, and I've worked across lines in Iraq and Afghanistan. I've deployed in the war on terror. I've eliminated terror targets across 4 continents. I'm a very serious candidate. I've raised very serious money, several $100,000, which we're going to be putting to use. And we took a lead in late January in a poll, scientific poll of 819 primary registered voters. And that, I think, is very key for you to understand that I bring a dynamic, mission-focused, results-driven outsider mindset. And that is the excitement and enthusiasm that people are looking for to get people off the sidelines. I think we're all wanting to win in 2026. And in order for us to have that kind of enthusiasm from Trump-like voters, from a Trump-like candidate, a candidacy like mine would be very important to have. And I've also outworked, outmessaged, and at points outraised my opponent. So I'm honored that Caitlin and the team here have hosted us. And I was excited to come up here and drive from Dayton, Ohio, where I live with my wife and 3 kids who are 2, 6, and 8. And I just want to say you have a choice. You can have a dynamic outsider, or we can go with something that's bland, status quo, unremarkable. You won't get election integrity with the alternative. With me, you will, and that's the reason I'm running. I don't want to be a governor or senator. I just want to do the job. And it would be honored if you would vote for me starting early voting April 7th or May 5th. Thank you very much. God bless you. You guys are great freedom-loving patriots up here in Sandusky.